Hi, I'm Melissa. Welcome to Gentle Yoga and Wellness. Each week, I post 3 new videos, so please make sure to subscribe to my channel. Today, I have a standing yoga class for seniors and beginners. Throughout the class today, we're going to stay in a standing position. So we won't be moving up and down. We'll just stay standing throughout the class. All right, let's get started. You start by taking your feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Have both of your feet facing forward. You can take your hands down to your thighs, and we're going to do some standing cat-cows here. So it looks like this. Start to bend your knees, hinge forward from your waist. Round your back, straighten your legs, stand up tall, and then roll your shoulders back. Let's do that again. Bend your knees and hinge forward from your waist. Round through your back, stand up tall, roll your shoulders back. You got it. Let's continue that movement. Bend your knees and hinge forward. Round your back. Start to straighten your legs. Stand up tall and roll the shoulders back. Let's continue that movement. We're just starting to warm up through the body. Bend the knees and hinge forward. Round your back and straighten your legs. Stand up tall and roll the shoulders back. Great job. Take your hands to your hips. We're going to do a few hip circles here. So it looks like this. Start to move your hips over to the right. Draw a big circle all the way around with your hips. So you're making a giant circle all the way around with the hips. Good job. Let's do that a couple more times. So just continue moving in this circular pattern. You can just take this nice and slow. There's no rush. Good. Once you've completed that circle, you can just pause here for a moment, stand up tall, relax your arms down to the sides of your body. Begin to take your gaze over towards your right shoulder. So look over to your right, just coming into a gentle neck stretch. And then once you're ready, slowly rotate your head and look over to your left. So take your gaze over your left shoulder. Good. You can come back to center. Let's come back to those cat-cows. So take your hands on your thighs. Bend your knees, hinge forward from your waist. Round your back, straighten your legs, stand up tall and roll the shoulders back. Good, you remember this. Let's keep going. Bend your knees and hinge forward. Round the back, straighten the legs, roll the shoulders back. Let's do that a couple more times. Begin to hinge forward, bend the knees, round the back and straighten the legs. Stand up tall and roll your shoulders back. One more time. Hinge forward, bend the knees, round through the back. Start to straighten the legs and stand up tall and then roll the shoulders back. Great. Take your hands back to your hips. We're going to come to those hip circles now on the left. So start to move your hips over to the left and then draw a big circle all the way around with the hips. We'll do that a few more times. So just continue that circular movement with the hips. We're just starting to really warm up through the spine and through the low back. Good. We're going to do that one more time all the way around. Once you've completed that circle, pause here, stand up tall. Relax your arms down to the sides of your body. Slowly begin to take your gaze over your right shoulder. So just look over towards your right shoulder. And then slowly rotate your head and look over towards your left shoulder. Good. You can bring your gaze back to center. From here, we're going to rotate to face the short end of your mat. So begin to rotate. Take both of your feet to face the short end of your mat. We're going to come into a high lunge stance. So you want to come up onto kind of the ball of your back foot. Bend through your front knee. So you want to bend your left knee and take your hands to your hips and gently tuck your tailbone. So take a moment to find your balance here. This is, there's definitely some balance involved in this pose. So take a moment, find your balance. We'll just breathe here. Good. Once you've found your balance, let's inhale and reach both of your arms up to the sky. As you exhale, cactus your arms open. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. We'll do that again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus the arms open. Expand through the chest. Good. Inhale, reach the fingertips towards the sky. Exhale, cactus open the arms. Once more. Inhale and reach. And then exhale, cactus open your arms. Good. Relax your arms down to the sides of your body. Rotate your back foot out at about a 90-degree angle, so it's facing the long end of the mat. You may play with that angle a little bit. It may feel better for your hip at about a 45-degree angle. So somewhere between a 90 and 45-degree angle. Bend your front knee. We're coming into Warrior Two stance. Good. Your front heel should intersect the back arch of your foot. So take a moment, find the position of your feet. You can take your hands to your hips if that's comfortable for your body. Or if you'd like to add a little bit more challenge and your shoulders are feeling good today, you can reach your arms towards the horizon. So you're reaching your fingertips towards opposite walls. Begin to take your gaze over your front middle finger. Good, let's breathe here for a moment. Think about engaging your abdominals. So slightly squeeze in your lower stomach to engage your abdominals. Relax your shoulders down. And from here, we're going to start to straighten our front leg and then bend our front leg. Let's do that again. Straighten your front leg and then bend your front leg. So we're just kind of surfing it out in this Warrior Two pose. And just notice how that feels in your body. Just adding a little bit of movement to our Warrior Two. Let's do that one more time. Straighten the leg and then bend the leg. Nice job. Come back to that straight leg. Begin to tick-tock your arms to earth and sky. So you're taking your left arm down to your leg and then reaching your right arm overhead. If you have a block handy, you can place the block on the outside of your left foot. And we're coming into triangle pose. So for this pose, you really want to think about opening through the chest. Good, so instead of dumping forward like this, you want to think about using your back muscles to open up through the chest. Good. Just find your breath, continue to breathe into this pose. On your next inhale, begin to rise and come back to Warrior Two stance. Relax your arms down to the sides of the body. If you're using a block, you can set that off to the side. Rotate to face the long end of the mat. So your feet are facing forward and you're facing the long end of your mat now. Good. From here, begin to bend your knees. So you want to come into horse stance. This is a wide-legged squat called horse pose. And then I'm going to show you some arms here in horse pose. You can start to take your arms to a 90-degree angle. I call these robot arms. So option one would be to just push the palms of your hands together. If your elbows aren't coming all the way together, you can leave them out wide, that's fine. This would be level one. Level two would be to take your right arm underneath your left arm, cross your arms, and then push the palms of your hands together for eagle arms. So pick an option that feels comfortable for your body. And then once your hands are in position, we're gonna add a little bit of leg movement here. So we're slowly gonna start to pulse with the legs. So we're pulsing up and down. So warming up those legs, getting that muscle energy moving. Good, let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job, straighten the legs. And then from here, we're going to release the arms. Make sure that your toes are facing forward. If they've rotated out at all, you want to make sure those toes are facing forward and maybe even slightly in. We're going to come into a wide-legged forward fold. So if you get dizzy at all when you fold forward, you don't have to do this pose. Listen to your body. I'll show you with blocks first, and then I'll show you without blocks. If you're using blocks today, you can just place the blocks on the highest setting down on your mat. You can slowly start to hinge forward from your waist, and then just relax your head down to the earth. You can grab onto the blocks, and then you can bend your knees or bend your elbows if that's comfortable for you. Relax your head down. If you're not using blocks, you can grab onto your opposite elbows and just allow your upper body to hang. From here, we'll add some slight movement. So you can start to make a figure 8 pattern with your arms. And gently sway from side to side. Once you're ready, find stillness here. Release your arms down to the earth, and then slowly, very slowly, begin to rise. Really take your time as you're coming up to a standing position. And then once you're standing, you're gonna start to heel toe your feet in towards midline. So bring your feet back into center so that you're standing up tall. We're going to work on a little bit of balance here. So for balancing poses, we want to really make sure that our feet are firmly rooted into the earth. So make sure that all 4 corners of your feet are pushing into your mat. Start to engage the abdominals. Lift the chest and roll the shoulders back. Good. We're going to do tree pose today. So it looks like this. I'll show you. First, level 1 would be to come up onto the ball of your right foot. Start to rotate your right leg open so that your hip is coming open. You're going to take your knee out to the side. This is level 1. This is tree pose. You can take your hands to prayer center. If you'd like a little bit more challenge, you can take the sole of your right foot to your left inner calf. Good. So find a level that feels good to your body. And then just breathe here. Let's take one more inhale. And then as you exhale, relax your foot down. You can just pedal out the legs. Nice job. We'll come now to the opposite side. So once you're ready, again, take a moment, make sure those feet are rooted into the earth. All 4 corners of your feet are pushing into the mat. Engage the abdominals. Lift the chest and roll the shoulders back. We'll start by coming up onto the ball of the left foot this time. Begin to rotate your left leg open to open your hip. You're bringing your left knee out to the side. So this is level 1 with the ball of the foot staying on the mat. This is a great place to be. Take your hands to prayer center. And then if you'd like to add a little bit more challenge, you can take the sole of your left foot to your right calf. Just find a level that feels good to your body. And then continue to breathe here. Good. Take one more inhale. And then exhale, release the foot back down to the earth. Let's just take a moment. You can pedal out the legs, maybe shake the arms a little bit. Good. All right, let's come back to our wide-legged stance. We're gonna come back to our wide-legged stance. Feet are facing forward. Good, start to bend the knees a little bit and come into your horse stance. And sometimes in horse stance, the toes will naturally go out a little bit, so that's fine. If that feels good for your body, you can just go with that. All right, so we're gonna come back into those arms. So a couple options. You can take your arms to 90 degrees. Option 1 would be to place the palms of the hands together. Again, if your elbows are not coming together, it's perfectly fine. Just listen to your body here. Or option level 2 would be to take your left hand, take your left arm underneath the right, cross your arm over, and then place the palms of your hands together for eagle arms. Once your arms are in position, we're gonna start to add that pulse with the legs. Good, so little pulses here. Just moving up and down. You might feel a little bit of heat in the legs. Nice job, let's do that. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, straighten the legs. Release the arms, and you can take the arms down to the sides of the body. From here, rotate your feet to face forward if they're not facing forward already. We're gonna come once again into that wide-legged forward fold. So once you're ready, you can start to hinge forward. Remember, you can use blocks if you'd like to use those blocks. Slowly hinge forward, relax your head down. If you're using blocks, you can just place them on the highest setting, and you can take your hands on the blocks. If you're not using the blocks today, you're welcome to grab opposite elbows. Just let your upper body hang forward. From here, you can add that figure 8 pattern if it feels good to you. Gently swing from side to side, making a figure 8 with your upper body. Good. Once you feel complete, you can pause here, release your arms down to the earth, and then very, very slowly begin to rise. So really take your time as you're coming up here, nice and slow, and then begin to stand up tall. From here, rotate your feet to face the short end of the mat. So we're gonna rotate and come the opposite direction. Come back to your high lunge stance here. So you might need to move the feet around a little bit to find a position that's comfortable in your body. If you have long legs like me, you might need to take a wider stance. And you want to come up onto the ball of your back foot. Bend through your right knee. Remember to slightly tuck the tailbone. Lift the chest. And take your hands to your hips and just breathe here for a moment. Find your balance. Good. On your next inhale, begin to reach both of your hands up to the sky. And then as you exhale, cactus the arms open through the chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus open the arms. Inhale, reach the fingertips up towards the sky. And then exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. We'll do that one more time. Inhale and reach up. And then exhale, cactus the arms open. Good. Relax the arms down to the sides of the body. Rotate your back foot out at about a 90-degree angle. So somewhere between a 90 and 45-degree angle. Notice what feels good to your hip. Bend through your front knee. We're coming into our warrior two stance. So remember, the front heel should be intersecting the back arch of your foot. Good. You can take your hands to your hips if that feels good in your body. Or if you'd like, you can reach your hands towards the horizon. So reaching towards opposite walls. And then begin to take your gaze over your front middle finger. Good. Think about engaging your abdominals. Relax your shoulders down. From here, we'll slowly begin to straighten the front leg and then bend the front leg. So remember how we were surfing it out on the other side? We're going to do that again. So at your own pace, you can start to straighten the front leg and then bend the front leg. Let's do that a couple more times. Just adding some movement into our warrior two stance. Good, and pause here in warrior two. And then begin to straighten the front leg. Hinge forward from the hips. And tick-tock your arms to earth and sky. Come to triangle pose. So you can use a block on the outside of your right foot, or you can grab onto your calf or your ankle. Whatever feels good to your body. Think about opening through the chest. So remember, rather than dumping down, I want to really think about trying to open through our chest by using our back muscles. Good, just breathe here for a moment. On your next inhale, begin to rise and return to warrior two stance. Relax your arms down to the sides of your body. Take your feet to face the long end of your mat. So rotate to face the long end of your mat. Slowly start to heel toe your feet in towards midline. And take your hands to prayer center. Come to mountain pose or Tadasana. Good. Stand up tall. Lengthen through your spine. Begin to take a long, slow inhale through your nose. And then a deep exhale through your mouth. Let's do that again. Take a long, slow inhale through the nose. And a deep exhalation through the mouth. Good. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope to see you soon. Namaste.